Whew. Hey everybody. I was going to give everybody time to get into the live really quickly because I'm not going to be on here long. I'm dog tired. Of course, you guys know that my youngest daughter just had her very first baby, and he was born this morning about 4:37. So I have been up since 3-ish this morning. I did take a quick nap, maybe about 2 hours, but I really couldn't sleep. I have a hard time sleeping during the day. Hey, Paula, how are you? I have a hard time sleeping during the day, so I couldn't stay asleep. And then I kept waking up trying to check on my daughter. So I was going to go back, but I was tired. So anyway, I checked my site to see if I had any orders, and I did. And so a lot of the orders that I had, hey, honey bunny, a lot of the orders I had, no, excuse me, not a lot. A few of the orders I had, I did not have all of the herbs handy. So I had to do a quick foraging to see if I can find the components of the herbs that I needed. And so while I was out, I found what I needed. But while I was out, I just took the opportunity to enjoy the outside. And so I foraged up until dusk when it started to get dark. And so what I'm going to do is show you the big ass haul of shit that I got that my daughter's going to have a duck when she sees. So I'm going to go ahead, and since it is actually my bedtime, I'm going to go ahead and leave these where they are. So let me just say, side note, one of my videos on YouTube, I think I was showing myself separating the plants and putting them on the floor, right? And so a lady inboxed me and says, if you're going to use the plants for medicinal purposes, why do you have it on the floor? That's dirty. And I thought that was the dumbest shit I'd ever heard. And I thought about it, and I responded to her, ma'am, they come from outside in the dirt. So if they're on the floor, it doesn't matter because they're already dirty. So I'm just letting you know that because I got my shit on the floor because I don't have any more room on my table. And so I have stuff on my table, plants on my table, plants in the corner, plants on the floor, plants against another table. I got shit everywhere. So I need to go ahead and get this done because she'll be home on Sunday morning and I got to go back over there tomorrow. Blah, 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 blah. So, and I'm doing all this explanation because I'm trying to give people opportunity to get into the live so you can see all the shit that I got. Now, I'm not going to be able to make tell you all about the plants right now because, hey, Kirsten, because I ain't got time. I just want to show you what I have. Hey, Myron, I just want to show you what I got. And then I'm going to be out of here. So, and I can give you a little explanation of a few things. Okay. Kirsten, you and I still are going to get together next week. Okay. So anyway, I hope you guys can hear me okay. So I'm going to turn my camera around and I'm going to start. Hey, Tasha. Hey, Alafia Goddess. How are you? Oh, girl. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm tired, sis. I'm tired. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this thing around. So hold on. How do you do it? Wait. I don't know. Okay, there we go. Okay. So don't worry about that table right there, right now. Okay. So just get a quick glimpse of what I have on the floor here. Of this, and yes, I put it on the floor again. I was saying, Tasha, to the lady that was talking to me, hey, Lotus, in my YouTube, she says, ew, you have your plants on the floor, people are going to use them internally, that's so dirty. And I was saying, you silly heifer, they came from the dirt, they're already dirty when I brought them in. Like, okay. So anyway, so let me just show you. I'm a fancy. You got stuff here, stuff there. So I'm gonna try to go slower so you can see stuff over there. Oh, I found a pear tree. Yummer. There, those pears are good. I got stuff here. Thank you, honey bunny. Got stuff over here. Nap, 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 nap. I got me some old poke salad right there. And then I got this over here. Got a little piece of that right there is yellow dock. And then this long guy right here. Bam! That's tall, right? Woo, child, you should have seen me bringing that stuff on. My neighbors look at me like, what in the name of God is going on? So my daughter's going to have a fit when she sees this too. Now, let me tell you, let me go back and try to tell you some of the stuff that I have here so you'll just see. And of course, I'm not going to give you all the medicinal values of them. I just can give you a little brief something about it. Right here in this pile, this is paper mulberry. I use mulberry a lot. I use them for my my smudge bundles a lot, but they do have medicinal value. Right here, this is the star of the show. I got another star of the show. Not the poke salad. Yes, ma'am, I got it. But I'm not going to use it internally. I'm going to use it for other things. Right here, I got a bundle. This is a big bundle of black walnut leaves. Now, you know, black walnut leaves are fantastic for, let me see. This don't need to be on here. Get away. I don't want that. Okay, so here we go. This is black walnut leaves. Now, y'all know the black walnut leaves and the black walnut hull are fantastic for parasites. So, I know it does. You're talking about the poke salad. I did get some pretty young poke salad, some of them, but I'm still not gonna, I don't fool with cooking that stuff. So, here are my walnuts, black walnut leaves, and I got a little bit of honeysuckle here, and right here I found a feather. That feather, I love feathers. I got feathers in my hair, which is, of course, you guys see that. You know, that's cactus, nopal. I got a couple of pricks in my finger, but the cactus. The nopal, the prickly pear, is fantastic. People use it, especially people of Latin and Hispanic descent, use cactus in their diet. But cactus is fantastic for blood sugar balance. So, so I got some of that. This right here is a little bit of prickly. I'll make it kind of clear. Come on, Clay. This right here is prickly lettuce. I also have wild lettuce, Canadian wild lettuce. But this is prickly lettuce. I just got a little bit of it. Here's a peach. Pears. Pears are fantastic. Medicinal value. You just don't know. Pears, weight loss, cholesterol, blood pressure balance. Pears are fantastic. If you have those issues, I would definitely add pear to your diet. Now, this is what I found that I actually fell in love with. I was going down near the park where I live, and someone had gouged out the pine tree that was there. And of course, anytime you gouge out the tree or you cut some of the limbs off, if it has sap, if it produces sap, it will begin to produce the sap to protect the tree from infections and stuff like that. So the sap from the tree, here's some sap. Pine sap. It's pine sap right here. Can you see it? Here you go. That's pine tree sap. It smells good. The sap from the tree is produced kind of like it produces to protect it from bacteria, infections, invaders, parasites, and things like that will kill it. And so you kind of think of it as kind of what your white blood cells do for your body. And I wish you come and get some more. Okay, Sylvia, I'm gonna get some more of that mint. Okay, because I do need it. So please cut some down, or I'll come and yank it up, whichever. You know, an ant over there on the floor. But this is pine. So I got some outer bark, and then I got some inner bark, and then I got some resin or sap. There you go. here, just a few. I've harvested a lot of this, but I just decided to stop and get this. This right here, crepe myrtle. Crepe myrtle is fantastically medicinal. The flowers, the leaves, the root, the stems, they're fantastically medicinal. I went on and got just a little bit of red clover. It's really kind of out of the season for the red clover, but if you find them blooming, you could use them if you need to. This red clover, I'm not going to use it medicinally. I'm going to use it for something else. Over there, Eastern red cedar. It's from juniper family. It's juniper something, Virginiosa, something like that. Anyway, that is fantastic. You can use that for all kinds of medicinal properties, of course. Then over here, we got the mimosa or the silk tree leaves. They got a little flower. That pink thing is a flower. Okay, well, Sylvia, I need so much of it. I actually really need a lot of it. That is medicinal. I'm going to use it spiritually as well. Let's see. This right here. What is this? It is the winged. See, it's the winged sumac. That's what this is. So I'm trying to make it as clear as possible. Winged sumac tree. So that's going to be used. That is a very highly medicinal plant. We got the poke salad right there. Right here's the last little bit of the harvest of the Queen Anne lace that I've been harvesting all spring, early summer. Queen Anne's lace is a distant relative or ancient relative of the carrot that we have. It's actually wild carrot. So I have some wild carrot and some sidebar. This right here is a little piece of what a real carrot root looks like. It's not that orange thing that has been cultivated. This is what a real carrot root looks like. And so this actually smells like carrot too. Thank you, Derwin. This guy right here is wild lettuce. Now, this is spent, the time is spent. I'm not even going to use the leaves medicinally at all. What I'm going to use the leaves for spiritually. So, but the reason why I brought this whole thing in the house, and I'm going to have to clean the floor now because I got stuff everywhere, because of the milky latex that comes out of the tree, of the plant. Let's see. So if I pull it off, we'll see if it'll come out. Yeah, see, it's beginning to exude right there. That milky latex is coming out. Y'all see that right there? Okay, so that milky latex is freaking phenomenal for pain reliever. It's not an opiate, so it doesn't have that kind of effect, but it really has some of the best pain relieving quality. So the plant in and of itself, if you get it when it's young, because it's bitter. So let me see, my phone looks like it's, hold on y'all. Try to see my lens. Sorry guys. Oh, that's better. Okay. Yeah, so you see the milky resin or the milky latex that comes out of it. That's what I'm gonna harvest. That's why I brought this whole plant in the house, because I'm going to milk it, like squeeze it and milk some of it out of, milk some of the latex out of the plant. But you can see it grows very tall. And so I really don't need this part of the plant. So I'm going to cut it off because it is already gone. It's gone. And I'm gonna put it outside to rebulge and to be reacclimated into the ground and start again for next year. But that's what I need right there. And then the leaves. And let's see what else I got. I think that's it. That's all I have left. Oh, the last little thing here is some leftover. It has gone to seed. That is yellow dock root. And this is the root part that I want. Don't mind that. Those are the seeds from the yellow dock. I got to sweep all that up. I got so many seeds. I don't even need any more. But this is the root. And so it's good for blood cleanser along with burdock root. So that's what I have. And then just up on my table, what I've been working on. So Just quickly, these are some of the smudge sticks that I use. I got some, I harvested some bamboo. These are sticks from the paper mulberry. So this is the mulberry smudge stick. This right here is citronella. This was gifted to me. This is citronella and it smells divine. I'm going to use that for bug repellent. And this right here is, I forgot, it's kind of pine. I can't think of it right now. It's gone. It's out of my head. But here are some black-eyed Susans that are drying here, along with some crepe myrtle that I'm going to use. And this is how I've been using the crepe myrtle. The crepe myrtle tree, you guys have seen that tree with the bark that flakes off. The bark is medicinal, the leaves are medicinal, and the flowers actually. So these are the smudge sticks from that. Then I got some regular old, here's an order. Sorry about that, y'all. It's an order. Regular pine. Pine can be used as well. And over there in the corner, I have some cattails that I harvested with a sister friend of mine. Not that one in plastic, but back there is cattails. They look like corn dogs. You guys have seen them around waterways and things like that. They actually filter out some of the impurities out of water. So cattails are edible, but make sure you get it from a clean water source and some other stuff over there. So this is all what I have. I got a lot of work to do. Oh, I forgot this. Look, y'all, this right here is a it's a willow oak tree. Willow oak. It looks almost like a willow tree, the leaves are, but it's actually an oak tree. And so I'm going to use this in a smudge stick. Oak trees are very sturdy and strong, so they bring in the energy of strength, stability, longevity, and all that kind of stuff. But a couple of them had little baby acorns in there. Acorns are used for home hospitality. They're food, but these were baby acorns. I don't know where they are. Here they are. Some little baby acorns right here. And they'll be coming in and littering the ground, and you'll walk over them and about bust your ass because they make like skates. But those are baby acorns. And so that's it. That's what I have. So that's a lot of stuff right here. So I'm going to do a quick cleanup. No, I don't even think I can. I don't even think I can. I'm going to do a quick cleanup and then I'm going to try to head to bed because I'm going to go see my daughter in the morning and the new baby. Yay. I'm going to see my new grandbaby in the morning or tomorrow afternoon. And so that's it. This is what I wanted to share with you guys. I love plants. Like I absolutely, they speak to me. When I was taking the pine off the tree, I kept apologizing. It's like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't help it. And so, of course, anytime you use something when you're out foraging or out in the wild, you always make sure you try to be appreciative of nature. If you don't have a gift to offer, offer a thank you, offer some sort of gratitude or some sort of emotional connection. And so I didn't have anything to offer. Usually I go out with money. I throw money at the bottom of the tree, some coins. I know that the coins, nothing's going to happen to them, but just a way of appreciating. Sometimes I put honey out. Sometimes I bring food and I put food out because it'll feed the animals. But just a way to appreciate nature and appreciate the phyto beings and I call the warrior medicinal value in plants that the purpose of it is to heal our bodies. And so I believe they sacrifice themselves or allow themselves to be sacrificed for the benefit of us so that we can be healthy. And then in turn, our bodies go back to the earth and replenish the earth in birth and in death, right? And so if we work, that's my alarm for me to go to bed. If we work together in harmony, in tandem with nature, then it makes us partners here as opposed to rulers and have dominion. I think one of the worst things we could have ever believed is that we were really to have dominion over these things. We are not to have dominion. We're to work together. And so in working together, there are times and seasons and purposes for things. All things have a purpose. Everyone has a physical expiration date. However, your eternal date, you continue to grow and grow and grow and evolve, and you replenish and you recycle. That's what replenishing the earth is. It's not to have a bunch of children to replenish the earth. The purpose of it is to be cyclical. You live, you live, you add to the environment, you die, you add to the environment, and you add to that cycle of life. And so that is replenishing the earth. When you die, you go back to the earth and you replenish the earth. See, y'all thought it was having all them damn babies. That's what you thought. Oh, I got dominion and I'm going to replenish the earth with all this dominion. No, to replenish the earth means to die and to go back to the earth. That's a nugget that dropped, didn't it? Okay, so anyway, so it's a natural process. So the vital beings within plants, the medicinal value constituents in plants, yield their lives sacrificially so that we can be nourished, and then we in turn turn right back around and give back to the earth. And when we have clean air, the plants are responsible for that clean air. And so we breathe in that clean oxygen, and then that carbon dioxide that comes out of our bodies goes back into the plants, and the plants are able to process that and regenerate us, give us more oxygen. So we work together. We need them. And also, let me just say, the bees and all of the other pollinators, we need them, because without bees, we have no food. Food cannot be pollinated. They won't grow. Animals, if you eat animal food, animal products, if you eat animals will not have food to eat, right? And then if they don't have food to eat, then they can't live. You can't eat the animal. You can't live. How about that? So it is important we all work together, and we're here to work together and in harmony and unison. And it's not to have dominion one over the other. We work together. So having said all of that, I'm using my ancestry, whether it is indigenous African or whether it's indigenous North American, from the Choctaw Cherokee tribe. I'm using what it is that I am called to do. And so I do that by any means necessary. So I'm getting ready to go. Thank you guys for watching. You guys can find me on YouTube. I'm Sunfire TV, SUNFIYAHH TV on YouTube. I'm here on Facebook. Mama Sunfire 1 is my page. And I also have a products page, which is Sunfire Apothecary. SUN again, SUNFIYAHH. And then my website, mamasunfire.com. If you guys want to make an appointment with me to do herbal consultations, if you have questions about supplements and vitamins, if you want to know about CBD, if you want to know about plants, medicinal stuff, if you need products for skincare, hair care, whatever, if you need spiritual consultation, y'all get in contact with me. A sister got to eat. I got a new grandbaby. That's my 4th grandbaby, 2 girls, 2 boys. And so sister got to be able to be the best grandma I can be. All right, you guys have a wonderful, what did you say? Interesting. You mentioned that I've been studying beekeeping. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Let me tell you something before I even get off. Derwin, beekeeping is necessary, and it is a lost art, especially culturally for us. We really, really have to get into beekeeping. I think I'm going to work toward that. I have friends who are beekeepers, and it is very, very important that we support the bees, because if we don't, we are not going to be able to be here. And I think I was at a class training, wellness training, and they were talking about, I can't remember the year, but by 2053, 2060 something, some generations down, by the time I'm a great grandmother, we may not even be able to live because the food source will be depleted. So we have to have these pollinators healthy, namely the bees. My roommate is a beekeeper and makes her own honey. Listen, Monique, that honey is fantastic. You know, I don't get off into, oh, you know, you vegan, don't do honey. I ain't got a problem with it. Listen, it's all here for me. And I've been cheating anyway, so I can't even technically be called a vegan anymore, but I'm going back. It's absolutely is necessary. They are vital to the growth of our food. It is absolutely, listen, if you don't have bees buzzing around on your plants, and when they get, you don't get flowers. If you don't get flowers, you don't get fruit. Listen, there's a whole lot of stuff that's going on here, and you don't have fruit. Animals can't eat it. You can't eat it. It's a lot of stuff that we missing out on. I love honey. Honey is so medicinal. Hey, Lisa, honey is so medicinal. I mean, you can use it for skin care. You can use it for wound care. You can actually use it to, you know, sweeten your foods. You can use it. It's antiviral, antifungal, you know, antibacterial. It's fantastic. So what is bee vomit or beeswax is bee? Who gives a care? You know, I don't care. Really, it doesn't matter to me at all. It doesn't matter what it comes from because I'm going to use it for me. Right. And so when I want to do a facial mask, honey, and bam-a-lam this 54-year-old face, I'm going to put some honey on it, honey, and draw that humidity, that moisture from the atmosphere into my skin. Right. It's a humectant. And I'm going to do it. Listen, I'm just looking at myself. Oh, that's so vain. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to draw moisture to my face. It's a humectant. It's fantastic for your face. Mash some bananas with some honey. Make you a skin mask. Some strawberries, you know, abrasive. Get your little skin together, you know, the seeds, blackberries, blueberries, you know, whatever. Why do they say children can't have honey? Well, because of allergens. By the time they're 2, their bodies have built up enough antibodies so that if they're allergic to bees or bee stings or anything like that, their bodies will be able to fight it off. So you kind of wait around to make sure that the child has what it needs. And then after that, if they don't exhibit any allergies or to honey, then they should be just fine. But you have to be careful because even though children are very strong and resilient, their bodies are still very fragile in and of itself. So that's why, Monique. Yeah. So anything else? No, I think what I'm going to do is leave the majority of these on. Monique, did you see my pine resin? Sis, did you see it? I don't know when you came in to the live, but I got some pine resin. Look, let me show you. Look at there. That's pine from the pine tree. And these are pine bark, outer and inner bark. But look, like nuggets, gold nuggets. Yes, look, girl, let me make it. There you go. Yes, it's some on here, but I got little nuggets. Tomorrow I'm gonna try to go and get a little bit more. Now imagine for wound care, if you got burn or you got a cut, you can take some dried pine resin, mash it up real good. You can take, if it's wet and if you're out and you got a scratch or you got a bug bite or whatever, you can take some of this when it's sticky and wet and put it on your wound, around your wound to protect it. It helps to slow the bleeding, process down a little bit and keep it clean. But yeah, I got that. And so it can be used, bark can be used for all kinds of stuff. So again, oh Lordy, that's it. This right here. You see this? What, the pine resin? Girl, I find pine everywhere. Pine is all over, girl. You got to use pine to cleanse and purge your house and atmosphere. You can use that better than sage. People run into sage like, oh, this almighty sage. Listen, sage is fantastic, but you got pine trees in the neighborhood. Just go, they're free. Go get you some pine. If it's your neighbor's yard, just ask, can I have some of your pine? Get you some pine, you bind them up, make your smudge stick, dry it out, make a smudge stick, and fumigate your home. Oh, I have been wanting some pine resin. I have a bunch of pine trees that I am going to have to be willing to get into the woods to get them, get some resin. Yes. Now, I don't know if you heard me say that the resin comes as a result of injury to the tree. So The reason why I found so much because someone had gashed a big piece out of the tree, and as a result, I mean, it was a big piece, like somebody chewed on the tree, like ah, and there was a big gash. And as a result of that big gash, the tree produced the resin to protect it from infection. So it was a lot. It was resin dripping from branches that had been cut down, dripping down on the leaves below. It was resin all around the base of the tree. And then once I started pulling on it too, it started to ooze a little bit. So I just, wanted to be real careful. You can use the resin as a natural deodorant as well. I've never used it for that. Well, if it's antibacterial and antifungal, I can see why it works. Absolutely. You can use it, mash it up with some oil together. Maybe you can use it that way. Pine oil is good with pine sol. Ain't that what you use pine sol? Grandma used pine sol to clean the house, disinfect the house. Yeah, so that's what you use it for. All right, people, let's gotta go. MamaSunFire.com, MamaSunFiyahh, Sunfire.com. You guys be blessed. Smooches, bye bye.